Hello and welcome to the bakingmad.com kitchen. I'm going to show you how to make cake pops today. And first of all, you need 6 or 12, depends on how many cake pops you're making, cupcakes. They can be a couple of days old or they can be fresh, doesn't matter. And we're just going to crumble them up. You can crumble them up by hand, but it's much easier in a food processor because what you want is actually really fine crumbs. And you'll find a recipe for cupcakes and the cake pops on the bakingmad.com website. So I'm just going to make some chocolate butter icing, and I'm using Silver Spoon Create chocolate flavour icing sugar, which makes life a lot easier. So just follow the instructions on the pack to make it, but it's basically butter, the icing sugar and just a drop of water, and cream that together until it's nice and smooth. So I've got nice smooth buttercream, and then I'm going to add the cake crumbs to the butter icing. And you basically just mix that together until you get a nice soft sticky mixture. So once you've got a nice fairly stiff paste, you just take a small amount and roll it into a ball, and then pop them in the fridge for about half an hour, I find, to really firm them up. So this will make quite a few cake pops. Okay, so when your cake pops have hardened, now's the time to coat them in chocolate. And I'm using Silver Spoon Create strawberry flavour buttons or orange flavour buttons. And I'm just also going to be using some dark and white easy melt chocolate, which I've just got warmed in hot water until it's soft. So I'm just going to pop these in the microwave, or you can do it in a bowl over a pan of simmering water until they're melted. Right, I've melted my chocolate buttons and they're just melted, so just give them a quick stir to make sure they're melted. Try not to stir too much, because what you don't want is the cocoa butter to separate out and give you that white bloom sometimes that you get on chocolate. And then the easy melt has just been softened in water. The great thing about this is you can just snip off the corner and then pipe it, drizzle it over the top of cakes. But because I'm making cake pops, I want it in a deep container. That is the trick, to have it in a deep container so that you can roll your cake pop in it. And also you don't get so much wastage either that way. Then you need cake pop sticks, and you can get these from any good cake decorating store, and the little sort of cardboard sticks, or you can use lollipop sticks. And the other trick is to pop the stick into your melted chocolate and then into the cake pop, and that helps glue it. And it also gives a nice round base, which makes it much easier to coat. And that will only take a couple of seconds for it to set, and then you can start dipping. So immerse your cake pop in the chocolate and then give it a good shake to get off the excess. Now I like to let it dry just for a few seconds in a stand. Now this is the most important thing, is actually to find something to put your cake pops in before you begin, because otherwise there's nowhere to put them to rest. Now I bought some Oasis from a flower shop, and you must cover it in cling film though, because it's powdery and you don't want that powder on your hands or on the cake pops. Or use a block of polystyrene if you can find it. But That's just okay for us to coat in some sprinkles. And again, get a nice deep container for your sprinkles. And you can either coat it all over or just the top. And then they look great. They're perfect for children's party bags at the end of a birthday party, or a wedding favour. Just great fun. The kids love eating them. There's lots more ideas for cake pops on the bakingmad.com website. There's some nice Christmas pudding ones, some dark chocolate ones, all sorts of things for you to try out.